some of my friends even thought you were my older sister.
Oh no!
They thought you were.
And honestly, I feel like people, even if they don't like say anything, I think that's what they think. That I'm your sister. She gives us our menus or whatever. We're looking at the menus, and then she comes back and she's like to Steven, "Oh, you're out with all your daughters." So she thought, it's so embarrassing.
You were my sister or something.
She thought I was their like older sister and Steven was her dad.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey guys, welcome back to the McDermott way. What's up guys? I'm here with Jazzy. We're here together again. So we really enjoyed doing the last sit down video that we did together. I really enjoyed like talking to Jazzy, opening up a bit more with you guys, and so we found we enjoyed it, and then we saw that you guys enjoyed it as well. So we thought we would come back and do another video together. This time the topic will be a little bit different. Jazzy doesn't even know what we're gonna be talking about.
I don't know actually. I'm being honest, I don't know.
She does not know, so I'm gonna surprise her with a few questions. So let's just get into the video. Alright, so guys, what we're gonna be talking about today is our age gap. So obviously Steven and I have an age gap. He is 38, I'm 24. But what you guys don't know, clearly we have an age gap, but it's actually smaller than Steven and I. So we are only 10 years apart. Did you know that?
I knew that.
So that's what we're gonna be talking about today, okay? But yeah, anyway, so Jazzy, since we are only 10 years apart, like how do you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't really care about an age gap, honestly. It doesn't really matter about the age, but it more so matter how she treats me and how like I'm included in everything.
Of course.
I'm not left out or anything.
Yeah, but do you think it's a little bit weird to have, I guess, your stepmom or your stepmom to be only 10 years older than you? Like, do you think it's weird at all? Because obviously, usually, I mean, mothers are a lot older.
Yeah, they're a lot more older
than their daughters.
Me and her are 10 years apart.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not weird at all.
No.
I don't find it weird at all.
I don't think so either.
I find it normal because I know I see some other people on YouTube who probably like the same age as me, and their moms are like have a 10-year age gap with them. So
yeah,
it's no big deal.
I don't think it is either. I think that if anything, it brings us closer because Jazzy, the things that she's into, I'm not saying everything she's into I know about, but we are on the same page when it comes to like social media and like memes and stuff. Like I know her references and what she's talking about. Steven will just like look at her and be like, what are you talking about? Where for me, I know what's going on. Yeah. So I think it's allowed us to be a lot more relative. Like we're able to relate to each other and know what we're talking about and all that good stuff. Like she's into makeup. I'm not necessarily into makeup, but I know like the things she likes, so if she needs anything I know what to get her, or like hair stuff as well. Like I don't know, I find that because our age gap is only 10 years that we're able to, I guess, like maybe understand each other better. Yeah, you know, I think we're able to get to know each other in ways that brings us closer because we do have things in common, right? But one thing I will say about our age gap, I remember one day, I can't remember where we were. Oh, okay, I got it. So we went out for breakfast one time in where we live, And I remember the waitress was a lot older. She was probably 60s, mid 60s, maybe 70s. And I remember it was me, Jordan, Jasmine, and their dad. So we were all out for breakfast. Josiah wasn't there at the time. Was he? No.
No, he wasn't.
No.
I don't think he was.
I think this was last year. So we were all out to breakfast, and she gives us our menus or whatever. We're looking at the menus, and then she comes back and she's like to Steven, "Oh, you're out with all your daughters."
Dang, it's a shame.
So she thought, embarrassing.
You were my sister or something.
She thought I was their like older sister and Steven was her dad. And honestly, I feel like people, even if they don't like say anything, I think that's what they think, that I'm your sister. Even while we're out, like people would never guess that like she's my stepdaughter. Like they would probably just think I'm your older sister.
Like your sister or something.
So that was really funny, and a couple times I remember we'd go to like these diners and like waitresses are a lot older, and they always ask if we need 3 kids menus.
They be thinking you're like 7?
Yeah.
Bro! Oh
like I know I look younger, like I know that I think, honestly, I don't mind. Like, I know I do look younger, but come on, like, a kid's menu?
Like a kid's menu, come on, you could have done, like...
Yeah, so those are the few times where, obviously, like, people have thought that I was their sister or Steven's daughter, which is so awkward.
I know.
Like, how do you feel about that? Like, people think that I'm, like, your older sister.
That's weird.
Isn't it kind of strange?
It's like really awkward at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you're just sitting there. Waitress is like, is this like your older sister or something? Even some of my friends even thought you were my older sister.
Oh no!
They thought you were. They were like, is that your older sister? I'm like, I've been with you since like 6th grade, and I've never mentioned, I'm the oldest child in my family.
Oh God.
I have never mentioned me having an older sister.
So how do you feel about that? Like, does it make you uncomfortable?
It doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. I don't get why people would say makes everyone else feel uncomfortable. It doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. It's actually kind of funny, but also very weird at the same time.
It is a little awkward, I will say. Like, to explain it and be like, oh no, like me and your dad are in a relationship.
I know, and then they just come up saying, is this your like daughter?
Yeah, because people obviously think, honestly, like I look so much younger than Steven. Or sometimes they don't, but like just a first glance, you wouldn't think we would be together, right? Not only that, I find that when we do, like before Josiah, when we would go out, I find that the stares that we would get, people would look at us like wondering what was going on. Like they never, I don't think they understood that like me and Steven were together and I'm not their sister, right? Or like they would look at us funny because like maybe I was holding your dad's hand and like they're like, what?
They're like, how?
Yeah, so because of that, I feel like I don't want to say that we care about what people think and whatever, but at the same time, it's like people don't understand, I guess. It's not their fault. It's like they don't know what's going on, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that happened. Not necessarily now because we have Josiah and people can see like I'm the mom, but it definitely happened a lot like last year and the year before.
When he wasn't here. But now that he's here, everyone knows, oh, you're like the mother now.
Yeah.
But back then, people probably thought you were like my older sister, or Jordan's older sister. So
yeah.
They probably didn't know, but now they know.
Alright, so the next thing we wanted to talk about is, I just wanted to ask Jazzy, like, how did you feel when you first found out about my age? Yeah, like, what did you think? Because obviously you know that your dad's a lot older than me, so what did you think when you knew how old I was?
At first I was like, oh my gosh, she's younger than like my dad. That's weird. Because I thought you would have been like, at least like kind of the same age, but maybe like maybe 34, 33, early 30s I'd say.
Okay.
Like just in your 30s.
Okay.
Because he's in his 30s. So I thought it was weird that you're in your 20s. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she's only in her 20s? But then I heard about age gaps. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't seem that bad.
How'd you hear about age gaps?
I heard on YouTube.
Did you watch videos?
I actually watched videos.
Wait, did you watch videos because you knew my age, or was this before?
This was before because it was in my recommended, and I was like,
it was in your recommended?
Yeah, it was in my recommended for some reason. I remember seeing some old guy or something, and like some woman, and they were like, age gap video. And I'm like, oh my god, he's so old, and she's so young.
Yeah.
He has a white beard and everything. He looks 60. So I watched the video.
Yeah.
He's like, so I'm like 62, and the woman was like, and I'm like 33. I'm just like, oh my god, she's so young.
But yeah, okay, so you knew about age gap relationships.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, like, what did you think? You thought I was young, but
Yeah.
what else? Did you have concerns, maybe?
I didn't really have any concerns, honestly, because I heard, like, the younger you are, and when you have kids that are probably, like, close in age as you, they'll have the same interest, like, as you.
That's true.
Like, they'll know what you like, obviously, like,
That
TikTok,
is true.
social media, obviously. Because they're pretty much, like, near the same generation as you, I'd say.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so then you felt like that we would get along better because I was closer in age to you, maybe? Okay, that's fair. And I feel like we do have that going on. Like I said, I feel like because there's only 10 years that I'm not out of sync of what's going on with her. Plus, let's be honest, I just went through my teens. I didn't just go through my teens, but it's pretty clear my memory still. So anything that she's going through in her teenage years, I honestly like know what's the whole timeline of her teens, because I not just went through it, but I'm pretty fresh. And plus I have younger sisters too who are going through their teenage years, so I'm fully equipped with everything that's going on with you, right? So like I said, like, I find our age gap does put us at an advantage because we're able to get along so well.
Yeah.
Right? Any questions that you have for me in regards to it?
How does it feel that you have an age gap with me?
So for me, honestly, in the beginning, I thought about it. I'm like, shoot, I'm closer to Jazzy's age than I am to Steven's. Like, we are so close in age, and I thought in the beginning, if we were to progress to the point that we're at now of being so close, that it would be awkward, and like, I didn't know how you would feel about it because I was so young, and like, I was scared that you weren't gonna take me seriously either, because like I said, I'm younger, so I didn't think you would look at me as an authority to you, right? So I was definitely worried about that. But I find that now, because you guys are so respectful, you and Jordan, that I don't have to worry about that. But that was definitely a concern, that you guys were just gonna be like, who cares? She's only in her 20s. Like,
20s.
I'm not gonna be listening to her or anything, right? So that was definitely like something I worried about long term. But it's funny because I think about when we're gonna be like in our 30s, 40s and stuff, I'm just thinking like, we could go to the club together. We could go out together, because we're literally like, once I'm 30, she'll be 20, and like 30's not that old. So me and Jazzy could kick it at the club. Your poor dad, he's gonna be in his 40s.
He's gonna be with Josiah and Jordan.
Exactly.
Jordan's gonna be like, oh my god, Dad, drive me to the mall. And then Josiah's gonna be like, hey, Dad.
Yeah. And me and Jazzy be like, we're going to the club.
Bye. Take care.
So I just find it funny that even though our age gap here is not that wide, I find it funny that it has brought us closer, and that we're able to understand each other so much better than probably if I was like your dad's age, to be honest. So it's definitely, I find, a good thing. Not that I'm obviously like encouraging it all, but at the same time, if it happens, it happens, and it's not a bad thing at all.
Have you told any of your family members that you and me have a 10-year age gap?
They actually know about it.
They actually know?
Yeah. So my family members know about like how old you guys were. Actually, that's a really good question, because when I was first telling my family about Steven and then about you guys as well, they were always like, his daughters are, because how old were you at the time? I think 12. You're 14 right now, so you're 12.
I was probably 12, yeah.
Yeah, 12, and Jordan was 8. So you guys were 8 and 12 at the time, and I was like 22. So my family was like, Chantel, your stepdaughter, his daughter, is only 10 years younger than you. Like, what are you doing? Like, she's not gonna take you seriously. She's not gonna see you as a parent and whatever. And they were like, when, what did they say? I can't remember, but they were just like not having it. They're like, his daughters are too old, and like, he's too old, and they were just freaking out, I'll be honest. So at first they weren't on board completely with the idea, I'll be honest, but obviously now we have no issues at all. There's none. So yeah, they were just very, I guess, standoffish about it, but honestly making fun of me and like the fact that I was gonna be a mom or whatever. But now we're all good. All good under the hood. So.
Honestly, the age gap isn't the main part that you really look at. It's more so the relationship you're more so targeting towards.
Exactly.
But I get where they were coming from. They obviously were like, oh my gosh, Chantel, there's one of his daughters are like, when they're 14, your guys are gonna have a 10-year age gap. Like, that's gonna happen. And when you told me that, I was like, okay, but I understand that. I'm not mad, obviously, because you're honest. But I know what you mean by when like the stepdaughter doesn't take the stepmom seriously when they're close in age, like maybe like 5 years apart, or maybe 10 years apart.
5 years is a little too close.
5 years is a little too close, but 10 years, I'd say. Something I'm trying to think of a number.
But
like,
you take me seriously.
I've seen that all over YouTube.
That's
like everywhere. There's pranks about it. There's even there's like real things of it.
Interesting.
But I get it. But obviously I wouldn't. Obviously I would take you seriously. Obviously.
Well, I'm glad.
But
yeah, this was our little age gap video. Guys, if you have questions for us, just comment down below and we'll be happy to answer them.
Don't be afraid.
Also, we really enjoy doing these sit downs together. So if there's any more topics you want us to talk about, let us know in the comments down below, or you can DM me. That's all good as well. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. And like this video, guys, because me and Jazzy could have a lot more content coming for you.
Exactly.
So anyways, this is us signing off.
Bye. Peace.
Yo, hello, good evening. It's JoJo, Jazzy, Steven, and this Chantel, bacon number 3, she beaming. See, this the famo, we tighten it like some camo. We conquer all our battles, break the contra like some ammo.